Hola. Será un directo corto esta vez. Y esta vez lo juro, será cortito. Ay. Ay. Bueno, como digo, no será un directo muy largo. Mañana quiero intentar. Bueno, siempre madrugo en mayor o menor medida, pero en fin. Lo primero, vamos a volver a retomar la mierda esta para vivir con Will. A ver qué tal. Will era... Era aquí, ¿no? Sala de audiencias. Por nada. Para adentro. Y ahí están, ¿sabes? Está bien, ¿verdad? Por lo que se está hablando, pero... yo qué sé. Pasa al frente. Mírale, tu padre. Ha llegado. Will. ¿Se ha puesto Carla de golpe? Hombre, pero... ¡Papá! ¡Papá!
This is it. I can practically taste his blood from here.
¿Qué pasa?
Tiefling is letting her passions get the better of her. The situation is delicate. Do not be swept up in her emotions.
Claro, como Mari llegó tarde a la conversación, no se dejó... A ver, hostia puta. Carlat. Ay, Dios. Esto se va al traste. Tío, Carlat, que no podemos enfrentarnos con toda esta gente, por favor. No falles. Me cago en la madre que me parió. Me cago en la madre que te parió con las tiradas de mierda. Ya empezamos.
Stay light on your feet, soldier. They can't kill what they can't catch.
Empieza rápido, ¿verdad?
Stand down, villain. The Steel Watch commands it.
Don't fucking touch me! Gortash! Face me, you fucking asshole!
Bueno.
Apologies for the disruption, my friends. We appear to have guests.
Bueno, ha acabado de forma distinta.
Please do come forward. I believe we have business. If you'll excuse me a moment, ladies and gentlemen.
Hola. Esta vez soy yo el que habla. Esto me gustaría... Tío, se la han llevado de verdad. Y ahí está Will... Pero es que... ¿Qué ha pasado con Carlat? Ok, esta es la cárcel.
To a holding cell where she can cool down. I wouldn't dare harm such an old friend, but I can't have her disturbing our fate. As for you, I understand congratulations are in order. Thorm's defeat hasn't gone unnoticed. You're known for who you are and for that netherstone that you carry. You know, it takes all three to control the brain. Without Thorm's, it's become vexingly willful. The quakes are a clear warning. If nobody steps in soon, it'll free itself from the authority of the crown. I expect it'll start with turning the Sword Coasts infected. You among them. That prism of yours won't last indefinitely. Next, the grand design. The Mind Flayer Empire reborn. If we're lucky, we'll become slaves. If we're unlucky, well, not the most thrilling of prospects, but it's a fate that can be avoided. If you and I come to an understanding,
No era consciente de que
together, we can
habéis
still
provocado esto
restore
ustedes.
authority over the brain.
Of course. Gortash always did have an eye for opportunity.
¿Por qué está fallando la corona?
It's not, but it will not follow new orders unless the Netherstones are united to give the command. When it finishes executing its current orders, it will be free to do as it wishes. That will be bad for everyone. Once it is freed from its shackles, I doubt we'll ever be able to bring it under control again. The likes of you stand to benefit from the likes of me. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. With Ketheric gone, Orin proved treacherous. Baal's chosen wants the Netherstones for herself. She only cares for blood. And your blood and mine are of particular interest to her. You've met her assassins. Efficient killers, by all accounts. I know you survived previous encounters, but she won't relent. Orin changes shape faster than you and I change clothes. You know, she's tricked you before. She's targeted me as well. I'm well protected, but she's extremely good at what she does. If Orin obtains all three Netherstones, she'll plunge the coast into chaos and paint the city in blood. I can't let that happen. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth. I'd like to propose a pact, a divine oath sworn upon spirit and flesh. I do no harm to you, nor you to me. Furthermore, you'll have nothing to fear from my steel watch while our pact stands. Thorm's stone is yours to keep. When you slay Orin and take her stone, you bring it here, so the three are united once again. Together we rule Faerun as kings. No, more than kings. Gods. We rule as the absolute.
And my father?
Your father will do whatever you command him to, like any other subject in our kingdom. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
I can detect no deceit.
Ya, pero
This alliance could serve us well. And if it does not, well, we need not honor it.
me lo pensaré, pero no prometo nada.
Perhaps a demonstration of why you need my help will motivate you to make the right decision. Your camp is compromised. One among you is an imposter, a faceless. Who, I can't say. I'd suggest a
A
thorough
ver, en mi grupo tengo dos druidas,
You'll find they
así
speak
que
the truth.
algo me
An
dice que
imposter. But who in the hell's...
The faceless in your camp is like a knife at your throat. Remove it quickly, or any alliance between us would be exceedingly short-lived. Orin is elusive, shall we say. The grip of the steel watch may be tight, but sand still slips through its fingers. Some conflicts are best resolved quietly. The people are cattle, obedient until panicked. Before you do, come and witness, as I make history as the first Archduke of Baldur's Gate.
Está bien, hagamos con esto.
You will follow me, and you will show due respect. Distinguished dukes, patriarchs, dearest Ravengard, I will heed your call. A new chapter begins.
De verdad, Will no tiene nada que decir.
Enver Gortash, swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
I swear.
Que de verdad no tiene nada que decir. Me está diciendo que todo era cardas y ya está.
Swearest thou true faith and fealty to the same, by word, deed, and decree, so that none may suffer?
I swear.
Gathered guests, grant ye consent?
Si me protestase...
Don't. You will only invite his ire.
Exacto.
And your own death.
Enver Gortash, the council
Y ya he visto que no
appoints
tengo ninguna
you
oportunidad contra
Archduke
ellos.
of Baldur's Gate.
Aparte que no creo que Will quiera que mate a su padre.
The steel watch stands ready. Let its blade fall on any who would diminish our city. And you, honored guest, will find me in my office above when you return. Do not come empty-handed.
Y no puedes hablar con tu padre, Will. Aunque tu padre se glitcha un poco, la verdad.
Truest of souls, bathed in her light.
There is a fleeting connection. Your parasite communes with his, then falls quiet.
Father, my dearest boy, the hells have touched you, but you've come to me just as Gortash said you would. A true soul, no less. Father and son, unstoppable generals. You and your allies will usher in a new dawn.
Está totalmente ido.
Help me. Ah, the Black Widow caught you in her web. Floric chose shadow over light. Her betrayal burned deeper than the fires of a furnace. She's been punished for her lies. Don't let her get to you.
La he liberado, así
The
que...
Duke wants to keep Floric's location a secret. Little does he know that you've already found and freed her.
What is a hero, if not an actor for the greater good? Faerun suffers in darkness. Tyr has abandoned us. Helm's Eye has strayed. But Baldur's Gate will soon burn bright, a beacon to light the heavens. Gortash and I will ignite the final spark, and that, true soul, is the greatest of goods.
No, this isn't him. This is the tadpole talking.
For a brief moment, uncertainty clouds his mind, then dissipates. The astral prism vibrates in concord.
What nonsense is this?
The prism quivers once more. Ravengard falters.
As I said, Baldur's Gate will ascend. Torill's first and only grand city.
Por una vez, una dificultad minúscula. Que no sé, he sacado un número bajillo.
First comes a vision of terror. The city of Baldur's Gate taken by Lithids. But beyond the terror, there is hope. You see a beaming raven guard presiding over the sunlit city, applauded by the people. A people at peace.
The true Raven Guard is still clinging on somewhere in that mine. It might not be too late for him.
Have we finished then?
Incredible. To hear my father's voice speak those words. Like a stranger wrapped in his flesh. But there's still a glimmer of him in there, calling for release. I feel it. I know it. I won't let the Absolute keep him. This is my pledge. I met her twice. The first time, I was a boy of 7 or 8, at a banquet in the Flaming Fist's honor. One look and I was smitten. Chestnut hair that flowed behind her like willow fronds, as she floated from one room to the next as if carried by clouds. The second time, Stelmane was different. Even with the aid of a cane, each step she took was a struggle. Every word she spoke took great physical effort. A stroke victim? I asked father later. No, he said. A stroke survivor.
You sense uncertainty in Will's voice. He questions his father's explanation.
Something's always gnawed at me. At the banquet, Stelmane didn't seem to look at us, but through us. But that second time, her gaze never left me. It was steel, sharp and unyielding. It could just be my imagination, but I always felt that it was more than a stroke that had changed her. What, though? I couldn't say. Whatever you believe about Stelmane, she's not the only one to suffer the killer's blow. My father was tadpoled. Stelmane is dead. The people are frightened and the council's in disarray. To exert control, you must first sow chaos. A tyrant's strategy, as father would say. These murders aren't random acts. Someone powerful is guiding the killer's hand, and the city is made weaker for it. Mind flayers are like devils. They just sport tentacles rather than wings. Clever, manipulative, exploitative. The Emperor says he's a friend. I think we'd be fools to believe him. And maybe it's true. Maybe Stelmane allied with a mind flayer and subjected the city to their political will. Or maybe he made an offer she couldn't refuse.
Cierto. Ya lo veremos, Gorbach. Es nivel 9, pero tiene una cantidad de vida acojonante. Tiene buen equipo, la verdad. Es que no hay palabras. Ahora a la cárcel, a liberar a Carlach, que la metieron presa. Ahora bueno, no os importa que vaya a buscar una amiga, ¿sabes? Tengo que volver a encontrar al doble, ¿no?
I can't let it glaze that pizza. It
En fin, vámonos hacia abajo. No tiene que haber nadie porque ya barrí aquí. Así que liberar a Carla y ya está. Eres tú, ¿verdad, Carla? ¿Cómo lo llevas mucho ya?
With a flick of the wrist.
Finally! Let's get out of here. And what's that? Didn't realize I needed your permission to kill the fucker who ruined my life. Then get on board. Gortash dies the moment we have the chance. I won't go rushing in again. But you have to promise we'll kill him before this is said and done. Good. I'm going to hold you to it. Good. I'm not in the mood to murder anyone but that fucker Gortash.
Te recuerdo que no... Pues ya está. Descanso corto. No me interesa que a Carla la persigan, yo me jodería. Y más ahora con toda la gente aquí fuera. Digo que joder. Entiendo que está de mala hostia la chavala, pero...
Copper for your thoughts?
Imagino que puedo buscar al tío este. ¿Dónde mandarías a el duque? Es que hay una cantidad abrumadora de gente, la verdad.
Tempers are rising. It's clear not everything you find is at your disposal.
No hay puertas que no puedo cruzar, está así. Es claro, ¿no? Todo esto sería simplemente para salir. Aunque aquí hay una habitación que no conozco.
Tempers are rising.
No les gusta simplemente.
Something cut fresh from the wheel. I'll have to inquire with Cook Darley about. Oh, nice, Kay. Why must we?
También tengo que ir a por el vampiro. Contigo no quiero ni hablar. Tengo que buscar al padre de Will, pero como digo, tengo que encontrar una forma de desactivarle los autómatas a este tío. Porque es que pegan como padre borracho. Y aparte la vida que tiene. Mario puede tanquearse quizás uno, pero solo uno. En fin, con todo esto...
Are the gods truly this petty?
Eso sí, la espada que se gasta, tío, me gusta, ¿eh?
Citizen, You are being accompanied by a malfunctioning steel watcher. Please stand back.
I think you have the wrong hunk of metal.
False. Report your purpose, steel watcher. Why are you following these citizens unbidden? Ah. I understand your malfunction. Your unit is a highly outdated model. The Ragnak's casement protecting your metallurgized ice valves is burning well outside the recommended temperature. Please report to the Steelwatch Foundry for dismantling.
Yeah. Hey, Metal Man. If I report to this foundry, can my engine be fixed?
Your make is very obsolete. Repairing your engine would be not only impractical, but impossible. Report to the Steelwatch Foundry for immediate dismantling.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know.
Bueno, al menos tenemos un sitio, ¿no?
The Steelwatch Foundry is off limits to visitors. This malfunctioning unit can escort itself back.
¿Y tú? Por no decir, no he dicho ni palabra. ¿Qué tal estás, diablesa?
What did I tell you? A momentous occasion. I'm sure you agree.
I've had enough, Mizora. What do you want?
Your attention, little pup. Nothing more. And you'll be glad to give it. You see, Gortash has had your father relocated. To the slaughter, the way I hear it.
Shit.
Your dad's good as dead, pup. And to think, there's no way to save him. Or is there?
Le vas a obligar a reconsiderar el pacto, ¿verdad?
I know enough. I'll be in your camp if you want to work something out.
Otro pacto con el diablo, ¿verdad?
Of course she'd stick her infernal nose where it doesn't belong. Of course she's dreamt up some risible scheme. By all the hounds of the hells, what is she planning? Mizora's always worth hearing out. That's what makes her so dangerous. We'll have answers soon enough. Mizora's gone to camp. Until then, may my father keep safe, whatever coop he's been flown to.
Iremos ahora, pero antes... Ah, vale. Joder. Cuidado, es una región distinta, literalmente. Ciudad Baja. Pero bueno, imagino que será otro mapa grande, así que... Dios, sí que está tardando en cargar, ¿no?
By order of Lord Gortash, all livestock admitted to the city must be surrendered. All livestock is now subject to the Ducal Council for the duration of the ongoing emergency.
You think you can do that?
Failure to comply will result in imprisonment and, if necessary, more severe punishment.
Joder, aquí hay unos cuantos objetivos, ¿no? Una orca.
This is a for amateurs. That's what I was taught in the grotto. Do you know how badly those things can go wrong?
I'd rather not think of it, Shadowheart.
¿Qué ha pasado aquí?
I don't like this. I don't like the look in some of their eyes.
The citizen is unconscious and won't be waking up anytime soon.
One blow and she drops like she's dead.
Maybe she is.
I don't know. ¿Y esto es? Esto no sé cuánto. Aquí no quería venir el...
Greetings, child of faith. Be welcome to the Stormshore Tabernacle.
Aquí
You've
quería
come
venir
far, I perceive. How may I serve you this day?
el mago, ¿verdad?
Here, clerics may commune with their gods, and even hear their responses, if they are so favored. I am also granted the power to provide holy resurrection through sales of revivification scrolls. Of course, my child. Within limits. Behold my wares.
Son caros, ¿eh? Está bien saberlo.
I wouldn't mind doing a little shopping in the city.
Same. I think I may have overdone it with black and purple for, oh, my entire life. Your look serves you well, though.
I'm 10 years behind. Don't want the youths to think I'm not, you know, up with the times.
The old Soul Tavern. I wonder if my old things are still there. They could be of use to me.
¿Se puede pasar aquí? Parece que sí.
Stelmane's parlor. A place to receive clients and informants. I wonder if it's as I remember.
I wonder if any of these rooms are available to rent.
Bollocks! I told those idiots not to let anyone through. You. Name, rank, and reason for interrupting an active crime scene. For your sake, the last one better be bloody good. To fetch her another bottle of mead, no doubt. Yes, I'm Devella, the unfortunate colleague. Unless you've got useful information, leave me to my work. Duke Stelmane's dead, and I've got to find who killed her. Good. That's it. Proof that I was right. I've been working on an assignment, see? A research project of sorts. I knew my conclusions were sound. But this... I never expected this. I'll tell you what I know. A century ago, there was a man. Saravok Anchev. He was a child of the god of murder, Baal. He ruled the Iron Throne. A dark tower hiding a darker secret. It was the front for a deadly arms dealing network. There, Saravok amassed an army and sought to become a god. Under his stewardship, the Baal temple was revived. And with it, the Baal cult itself. Fortunately, the temple was destroyed. And to cleanse the city of Saravok's memory, the Iron Throne was torn from its foundations and cast into the Chionthal. For most, that was the end of it. But cults like that don't disappear overnight. That list you spoke of confirms I'm right. The Baal cult is back. And someone is out there, continuing Saravok's work. Good. Then your eyes are open to the truth. The brutality of the killings is on a par with Saravok's own. But there's something more here. Something new. There's a reverence to these murders. A certain flair. It's as if they were done in worship. The precision of the cuts. The depth, the execution. The best butchers in Faerun couldn't make a cut like that. Trust me, I've asked them. I tried to explain all this to my superiors, but they wouldn't have any of it. They told me to drop it. Told me the city doesn't need another conspiracy theorist and to get back to doing my job before they find someone else to do it for me. But you're not bound by such constraints. Oh, help me out here. Help the city out. I bet if you follow the trail of these murders, you'll be able to unearth the truth of this resurgence. You really are a godsend. But one more thing. There are patriarchs on the murder target list. I'm oathbound to secure them first, so I'll be heading to the upper city next. While I'm there, the other potential victims will be at risk. Could you warn them? Thank you. That's all I can ask, and more than I hoped. Once I'm done with the Patriarchs, I'll head to Basilisk Gate to have another go at convincing my superiors to put some resources into this matter. Meet me there if you've anything more to report. And good luck.
Eso es lo que he dicho, pero realmente voy a matar a varios de los objetivos. ¿Qué quieres que te diga?
Bloodied ring. Guess the killer didn't want jewelry. I wonder if any of these rooms are available to rent.
Decía que su habitación estaba por aquí, el full post. Ah, el sótano. No creo que nos molesta que me metan en el sótano. Joder, unas pocas ratas, ¿no? Tía, Carlach no tiene ni las armas. ¿Te fallas contra las ratas, en serio?
comes easy these days.
En mi caso me sale más a cuenta tirarles un fuego o algo, ¿verdad? O sea, creo yo.
No holding back.
What should I do? Feel my mistress's wrath.
Getting close. The wine cellar. There's a hidden door that leads further in. The mechanism to open it is somewhere among the wine racks. On the other side, you'll find a passageway, known only to those invited to do business.
A ver qué esconde el pulpo del hentai.
The psionic detector's been activated. There must be Gith hostiles nearby.
¿En serio? Aquí, justamente.
Get Yankee. Blackett has found us. Get rid of them, quickly.
We will be ready.
Desde que Carla ya está sin armas.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
I've got a long road ahead.
What a pleasant surprise. Here you are, as brazen as described. The gloomed soul who thieved from our queen. Of course you had help, didn't you? From the illithid you carry inside the astral prism. How quaint that we should meet here, in the very place that it once called home. We know all about the Emperor and its dealings with you. Though I must confess, its peculiar relationship with you threw us off course for a while. Most illithids prefer to dominate their thralls through transformation. Yet here you stand, untransformed. Tell me, what did it offer you in exchange for your servitude? And you would trust an illithid to do such a thing? You have fallen prey to its manipulation. Your story ends here. We will reclaim the astral prism, purge it of the illithid interloper, and restore it to our queen.
What are you doing?
My dear child, I already know all there is to know. I will liberate you from your puppet master, Shamazala Blakith!
Tía, tiene vida, ¿no?
Soldier.
What now?
Pues a reventarla, hostias. Media otra.
Let's get this over with.
¿Te gusta el arma de tu gente? Me la dieron. Puedo llegar a manipularla. Sería guapo, ¿verdad? Pues fíjate, dominada.
No choice but to keep going.
Está gracioso. Lo de dominar personas está Está realmente curioso. Estamos hablando de que básicamente, oye, ¿puedo dominar a otra persona? A lo mejor ya no. ¿No puedo contaminar convulsiones? ¿No puedo contagiar convulsiones? Tendría que pegar un brinquito. Creo que me suena más a cuento y ponerles una maldición, ¿no? Tampoco. Pues nada. Ya vuelvo a estar libre. Ok. Y eso era tu posición de parada.
May the gods take you first.
Ah, se liberó. Ya pierdo poder, pero quería intentarlo, aunque fuera una prioridad baja.
To work.
for mercy.
Need some support.
Cry about it. That's it.
Nothing will stand in my way.
What? Bueno.
Sometimes the only way out is through. Another day, another fight.
Blackhead is relentless. You handled it well. Let us hope she exhausts her forces soon. Now search the room. There's a statue that conceals the way through. I'll reveal it to you.
Lo que tú digas, de tu manera. Todo esto para venderlo, básicamente.
What's that? That's curious.
My honor. Thank you for bringing me back. Look around. You'll find some of my things still intact. Perhaps even useful to you. A recipe for fiddlehead soup. A favorite meal of mine. When I had need of meals like that. An old container for brains. Empty. Shame. It would have been nice to find one to sustain me. The chains I use to bind my meals. Villains and lawbreakers. You see, I tried to exercise morality. My old sword. My first purchase as an adventurer. No use to me anymore. If you want it.
¿Cómo es tu vieja espada, emperador? No creo que sea tan buena. Es una espada larga, ¿verdad?
My old wardrobe. The home of all my disguises. We are what we appear to be. And so appearances matter. There she is, in all her glory. Duke Belin Stelmane, my old partner. My cutlery set, a gift from my mother. The butter knife is missing, but otherwise it looks to be complete. I don't need it anymore, but the memory stirs something in me still.
Curioso monto menos, la verdad. Una concha única.
A shell, a keepsake from my final voyage. Pinched in a moment of sentimentality. Rascal's collar. My poor four-legged friend. Their lives are so brief, so simple, and yet full.
Que antes fuese humano y que ahora sea una mente y que no vea nada de malo en ella. ¿Qué pasa?
Squall! It's not safe here.
¿Qué pasa aquí?
It's too late for me, but not for you. Run as fast as your legs can carry you.
¿Qué pasa aquí abajo?
Shapeshifter, or in the red. She seized me from our camp, bore me here to Baal's enclave. She slit my belly and filled her cup with my blood. A toast, she said, to her false god. She told me when her cup ran dry, she'd come for the rest of me. I'm done for. I will hold her off as long as I'm able. Run while you still can. Don't even think about fighting her. This foe is too powerful. You face her already.
Look at it, crawling and sniffing and rooting around in the filth. Is it my netherstone you seek, little piggy? Hush, hush. Orin will take care of you and your little pet. So eager to feel me drain its life away. Dull wits, dull blade. You are not yet ready. I could peel a fine pelt from the mutt I caught sniffing at your heels. Drag skin from flesh, from bone. I will not slice. Her kind die too easily. The Murder Lord demands a better offering. Something new. Sticky, sweet, and delicious. He wants you. Silly little worm. My god is always with me. He shudders to see how my blades plunge into soft, surrendered flesh. You are dull. A blunt blade unfit to flay. But you could be sharpened, thin and jagged. Yes, I will tell you what to do. No, no, not here, not now. The tyrant must fall first.
You heard Gortash's whispers. I see how your skull swarms with his promises. He whinges and wails over the crown of Karsus, wanting to command it without me. Oh, how I long to slit his poxy smile from ear to ear. But I can't touch him. He bound my blade when we first conspired. Gortash didn't want me at first. Didn't trust me. Got me to wag my tongue, swear an oath never to hang him from the hooks. Drip drain him into father's open jaws. You must kill the tyrant. Take the Netherstone from his corpse and bring it to my temple.
There we slice and shred each other. The survivor claims the stones. What's left of the other is bars. Agree, and I will bring my assassins to heal. They watch you always, longing to spray the crimson from your veins. Refuse me, and you'll learn what happens to those who defy Baal's doctrine. So will your friend.
Orin demands a fight to the death. The prize for the victor, the Netherstones, and the chance to control the crown alone. Accept, and you must kill Gortash. Refuse, and your companion's life may be forfeit, as might your own. Orin's assassins will hunt you like prey for slaughter.
Oh, silly, silly little slaughterhound. My assassins will not let you. If you hunt me, then they hunt you. The Murder Lord will not be denied. Neither will I.
Y por aquí abajo se supone que está... Los vapores nocivos eran inflamables, ¿verdad?
I must keep going.
Los vapores nocivos no se van, eso está claro.
breathing, despite everything.
Me ha quitado a la Ethel, la verdad. Está mal, pero puedo tomar un descanso en el campamento. El tiempo juega en mi contra ahora que tengo que rescatar a alguien, pero... También te digo, ¿quién era el que estaba disfrazado y me ha atacado por la espalda?
Go ahead. I'm listening.
Nada que decir. Nos han atacado por la espalda y no tienes nada que decir.
Ah, I've had a lifetime. I look forward to the day we show the Archduke that his tongue is not half so silvered as he thinks. We could. It would just be a very short one. We cannot expect either of the Chosen to fall easily. But fall they must, if we're to have all three stones to command the brain. Still, if you see sense in making an alliance, I won't question it. I'll just look forward to the inevitable breaking Gortash spoke of. I have. And while I do not love my conclusion, that does nothing to change it. The Harpers are the city's best information network. With them out of action, we shall have to fall back on second best. Nine Fingers Keen. Oh, if it does not, you have led a very virtuous life indeed. Nine Fingers Keen controls the guild, which in turn controls every criminal racket from Heapside to the High Hall. Nothing happens in this city that she doesn't hear of, sooner or later. How hospitable she will be to a Harper that comes begging to her guild hall, we will find out. Perhaps I will let you do the talking. Ask it.
Come to bask in the glow of the Moon Maiden's sword?
Y aquí está el diablo.
Sorore surge, testis esto pacti me. Come, sisters, be my testament. Notum sit in Beator.
Notum sit in Beator.
Oh, vale.
Hells.
I come to bargain. The Hells demand witness.
Enough, Mizora. Where is my father? How do I save him?
How else? We bargain. Sisters.
Infernos contractus te vocamos. Infernos contractus te vocamos. Infernos contractos te vocamos.
Your contract, Will. Signed in blood, forged in fire, bound in bone, but not unbreakable. A life for a life. No contract is ended without sacrifice. The cost must be paid. Will Ravengard, a choice is before you. Option 1. I show you the way to your father. I guarantee him no harm except that from you and your allies. And you pledge your soul to me and the Archdevil Zariel in a pact eternal. Option 2. I break your pact and you are freed from your duty. Your father dies by his enemy's hand, and Baldur's Gate loses its greatest champion. Name your sacrifice.
Bloody Zariel. I won't let her take Will.
Silence, Karlak.
Misora, you asshole!
Choose. Addendum F. The Absolute must be avenged for the Soulbinder's detention at Moonrise. The Soulbearer retains his gifts until such time as the Absolute is slain.
Realmente se merece la libertad, pero...
You damned wretch! Father. Do it. Break the pact.
Fiat Ita.
Fiat ita. Anima ad beator.
Didn't think you had it in you. Seems my boy's all grown up. And don't go fussing about your father. You made your choice. You knew the terms. You know what? I think I'll stick around. Not for the greater good, you understand. Just for the entertainment. Little Will's all grown up. I can't wait to see what trouble he gets into. Well, not exactly. But it's only a matter of time. Don't be too hard on Will. I'm sure he carefully weighed the pros and cons.
El juego se está bugueando,
Pro,
¿verdad?
freedom. No more pact. No more hellbound soul. Con, killing off his own father. Baldur's Gate's most beloved duke. And forever altering the city's future. I would have done the same thing in his shoes. But what do I know about heroes? The Absolutists worked a number on me at Moonrise. And you're the best hope I've got at payback. No one crosses the Hell's Children without getting scorched. Ugh, you are an inquisitive one. I'd have thought you'd figured by now. Zariel found new use for an old battle axe. The dead three in that bulging brain of theirs are a threat to more than this trifling city, you know. Savor her company. Who's to say when Zariel might change her mind? My mistress can be so capricious. correct. I didn't. If you must know, I was scouting the cultists on behalf of Zariel. But those cursed shadows were thick enough to fell even a half-fiend. I woke in that damned pod. It kept my body sealed and my most powerful magic silenced. But a brave, kind, benevolent soul set me free. Gallantry isn't dead, after all. Why? I'm supplying Will with every scrap of his infernal power. I've paid my dues many times over. I tell you what, when the time comes to squish that big baddie of a brain, I'll lend you a hand. The 9 hells of Beator. Each its own domain, each with its own archdevil to rule it. I call the first hell my home, Avernus, my mistress Zariel's realm, a torrid battleground split by the bloody waters of the Styx. How I adore it, the delicious agony of it all. The other 8, well, they are pleasures unto themselves. Perhaps I'll show you myself, if I deem you worthy.
El duque ha muerto de verdad, o puedo llegar a salvarlo. No veo la misión, así que... Pero aún no ha muerto.
Gods, I spent 7 years choked by Mazura's leash. And I spent 7 years hoping to break free. I never knew freedom could taste so bittersweet. I have to believe that. I'm not the Hell's puppet in life, nor its warrior in death. The blade will be guiding his own hand. But freedom will be paid in my father's blood. Tomorrow, I celebrate my gain. Today, I mourn my loss.
A moment passes. In the stillness, you find a mote of tranquility.
The Raven Guard name now lives solely with me. I will make it count for something. I signed his life away before the Hell's witnesses. It would be easier to drink the Styx down to the last drop than to alter his fate. I'd be a fool to wish otherwise. We obtain the final 2 Netherstones and take back our minds. And the city from the brain.
Pues yo salvaría a tu padre. Solo tenemos que dar con él antes de que lo maten. ¿Otra vez?
They say that home is where a person can be their truest selves.
Te estás empezando a quitar ropa, ¿eh?
Without pretense.
Y esto ya es un poco incómodo.
You did well to see off the Githyanki who had invaded mine. And now that you have seen where I come from, you know all there is to know about me. At least, all that matters. The flavors of my favorite fiddlehead soup, should you wish to experience it for yourself. My beloved confidant and loyal companion Rascal. The very first reward I gifted myself on completion of my first adventure. The garments with which I concealed and later constructed my appearance as the Emperor. We spoke of my relationship with Duke Berlin Stilmain, a story I have told no one else. I have no more secrets from you. No need to resort to subterfuge. We are
Una lástima que tenga pensado traicionarte.
working towards a common goal. Your distrust of me will be your undoing. Would it make a difference if I let you read my thoughts?
colegas.
Did you like it? The truth. This was the alternative relationship we could have had. Aren't you glad I finessed my methods?
Si le tenías hecho un zombie.
Since you insist on thwarting my craft, let us be blunt. You are my puppet. Make no mistake, without me, you have no value. You will take me to the brain because you have no other choice. And once we are there, you will do exactly what I tell you to.
Qué rápido ha cambiado el cuento, ¿no?
And you would do well to reconsider unlocking your potential. Your puerile attachment to your material form jeopardizes us all. If I must, I will force you. We are done here.
Más motivo para traicionarlo. No eran compañeros de verdad.
Copper for your thoughts?
Recuerdo que podía llegar a romper el gusano. Puedo hacerlo. Solo para cagarme en su puta madre, ¿sabes? Capaz que lo lleve hasta encima. No. Tiene que estar entonces aquí dentro.
Life pulses from within. The parasite's thoughts whisper at the edge of your mind. It wants to share itself with you. It wants to be let in.
Go on. Don't be afraid. It only wants to help you evolve. Wait. Remember, it has a commune with it. You'll see. Disappointing. You have lowered our chances of success with your actions.
Yo creo que no. Y me parece que voy a tener que rescatar al príncipe Orfeo, ¿eh? Eso sí, no sé cómo si se jugará el juego, la pantalla constantemente. Y nadie va a decir que nadie se ha dado cuenta que Carlach no, que la otra ha desaparecido. Sí, se está bugueando constantemente, veo bugs visuales por todos lados. No creo que sea la televisión.
Come for a chat?
En fin, seguiré ahora en un rato. Bueno, en un rato, ¿qué digo? Yo creo que ya es a dormir. Simplemente avanzaré un pelín más. Está bien.
My faith protects me.
Unleash the legend.
A heretic in our midst. Your death.
Should have made me your enemy. No holding back.
Heading there.
feet.
Go! We won't have another chance!
We see, we know.
I know how to swim.
Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers. And keep your mucky little people peeled.
What's this, cousin? Another absolutist, come to see what we did to poor old Sarin. Your god took her mind, cultist, so Bereki took her head, and I burned the flesh from her bones. And now you come to interrupt the funeral rites. Yes, cousin. An excellent idea. Cousin says we will take you in return. He says you look just like kindling for Sarin's funeral pyre. He is Clan, summoned in the place of the friends that I lost. Sarin, Bereki, and I, we were the three finest thieves in Baldur's Gate. We broke into the offices of Gortash, discovered he was with the Absolute too. Your fellow cultists hunted us, so we hid down here. We were safe, and so was our loot, until the darkness soured Sarin's mind. She kept our treasure from us. Said Bereki and I had gone strange. Hush, cousin. Sarin turned into a cultist herself, so we did what we had to. Bereki wept until his voice was gone, and then he was gone too, leaving only me to conduct Sarin's rites. And my cousins here. You cannot conduct the rites without a clan to bear witness. Or some fuel for the fire. I cannot. I am the last of us left to do the rites. I must do the rites. pass then, and do not come back.
Some other oozing, stinking lump floating downstream. Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers. Shut up and keep your mucky little peepholes peeled. Wizard called it the sewer.
Did you go for a swim earlier? Must have been some other oozing, stinking lump floating downstream. Wizard told us to watch for troublemakers. Shut up and keep your mucky little peepholes peeled.
What's the name of